going to be a bald eagle. Right now it's a log. Log to bald eagle. Of course, I won't be able to blow and breathe breath into it. But that said, we can hope it looks like it. Anyway, how about that? All right, I think I'm just, if I can find them. Yeah, I'm not seeing them. I was going to just order earplugs, but I'm not sure what I did with my earplugs. So I guess I won't need just the earplugs. Okay. All right, so here's the deal. I had 2 bald eagles. Sold one Sunday, sold one today. Got to make more bald eagles. That's just life. So some big chunks. That's about all really for the big chunks I can think of. That right off the bat, and I've got head, back based out. I get where the wings is going to be. Start digging the head out from there. So let's see what the angle is to the camera. There we go. Get a little better. If you haven't hit the like button already, be sure and hit it. And we're going to slap on a dust mask and grab a different saw and 12-inch there and dig in there a little bit more. Where did I put that 12? Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah. And hopefully I can keep my glasses from fogging up too bad. Hope everybody's doing pretty good. Be sure to hit the like. Appreciate you being in here. All right. Let's go. That's what she said. starting to have a head. I mean, at least that's what I'm calling it. I'm calling it a head. I hope you guys are doing pretty good. Hit the like button. Appreciate y'all being in here. And we're going to keep going with this guy. A little bit at a time. You know, I know right now you can't really tell what he is. You know, he kind of looks like a, maybe a baby seal. I don't know. We'll see. Make a little bit of a long cut, so. A little bit of thin him out a little bit. I wouldn't want super fat, looked like he couldn't even fly. He was so heavy, Eagle. You know, I don't think that's what we're going for. But I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing pretty good. I'm gonna keep working this shape out a little bit. You know? this to a carton bar. I'm pretty warm. I have no problem with that. I might have to take this hoodie off. I don't know. You know, just try to keep a mask on. Not breathe in so much dust. I eat enough dust as it is. But it makes you hot too. Ain't no doubt. I'll see all we got in here. 31 likes. What's going on, baby kisses? Hello, Billy Shoemate. What's going on, buddy? Hi, T-Gun. How you doing? All right. Heck yeah, watch my step. That's no doubt about it, buddy. There's big corner pieces coming off here. It's just kind of in the way, you know. All right, so I'm going to keep digging his nose out. Fire up carbon saw. I might end up having to take this hoodie off there because I'm getting hot. And I don't think it's that bad out here. You know, like 35 or something like that. you know, kind of like your eagle toucan, maybe. I don't know, big old beak. Hope everybody's doing pretty good. Let's see, 42 likes. What's going on? Who have I got there? Hey, Kevin, what's going on? Glad to see you. All right, Robert Russell. All right. So I'm going to dig his feet out. Kind of got a good idea on the bill here. Give it a rest for a little while. Because I might thin the head down a little more. I'm not really sure. But let's just see what we do. Before I go to the back, I figure I want to get this front dug out. I just want to have him get down here and have a little bit of a foot posture or like an ankle posture forward a little bit. I don't know how that's going to work out, but we're going to do it that way. How about that? We think we know, but we have no idea. How about that? Does that sound more correct? Okay. Making some legs. that's kind of what I was going for. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But that said, now that I got kind of a body, I don't know, I kind of going here. I want to have a little bit of gap in his wings. We'll just keep going. I don't know. I'm trying to stay out of the way of the camera and still cut that, and it ain't working out. How about that? That's all right though. I'll tell you what, I got a long way with that saw, so I can't complain a bit. What do you guys think? You starting to look like something. You know, partridge in a pear tree, maybe? I'm not sure. Man, 405 rubies. Hit the like if you haven't already. What's up, Dad? What's going on, buddy? Glad to see you. Heck yeah. I am burning up. Hi, Francis. Okay. I'm going to take this hoodie off. Because it's hot. I'm going pretty good. And I'll fire up my other one. I got my other saw ready. Ah, man. Whew. That's a good start. I mean, they take time. For me, they take time. I just got to kind of think my way through it. Hey, what's this supposed to look like? What's that supposed to look like? It takes time. Think your way through it. And I'm trying to wear that dust mask as much as I can. And that's going to make me pretty hot. So how long have we been going at this so far? Let's see. 39 minutes. Okay, not too bad, not too good. Somewhere in the middle. Hey, what's going on, Bill Shoot? Glad to see you in here. Hey, guys. Heck yeah, Zach. It's an eagle. It ain't an eagle yet, but it's going to be there. It's on the way. You could tell what you was looking at. I guess I'm probably not doing too bad anyway. Okay. All right. So next thing I want to do before I go any further anyway is I want to dig the tail out. And I'll turn it that way. And actually, that way. I'm going to dig the tail out because the wings is going to be over the tail quite a bit. And I think I'll go back to that 12-inch for that. Trying to let my glasses unfog a little bit before I went any further. I gotta tell you, I'm not impressed with the RZ mask. I think that's some good hair protection on it too, with it. Hope everybody's doing pretty good. If you ain't, I'm sorry. I don't know how to do. All right, heck yeah. All right, if you haven't hit the like button, be sure to hit it yet. Hey, Matthew, what's going on? Hey, Hooker Creek. Oh, it's Hooker Creek Farm. I thought that was Matthew. Hope you're doing good, man. All right. He's starting to look like something. I don't know what. that looks good. I'm not gonna jack with it anymore. I know that much. It's looking pretty good. I could take some out of the bottom maybe a little bit, but I'll leave it there just to keep it connected. But anyway, I hope y'all are doing pretty good. How long have we been doing this? 68 minutes. Heck yeah. And I know I've been going at it pretty hard. Hey, Heidi Sheep sent us some stuff. Hey, Land Raver, what's going on? Sorry, guys, I've been hitting it pretty hard. Hey, Depression Talk. I forgot, by the way, he's a new member. Glad to have you, buddy. Heck yeah. What's going on, Bill Shoot? Heck yeah. All right, glad to have you guys in there. Heck, I'm going to do a little more wing work and just keep going with the wings for now. Yeah, that's it. And I'll finish the head up last, but I don't think I'll get that far today. I'm going to run that tank of fuel out for sure anyway. But we'll see how long it lasts. probably thinking, man, I'm better looking than this. Why are you doing such a sloppy job? You think that's what he said? I don't know. I mean, I don't speak Eagle. Fortunately, nobody wants to hear me try, right? Hey, Susie Q, Heidi, what's going on? Hi, Poncho. All right, I'm going to go ahead and dump some fuel in that and at least get these feathers. And I got beak work and stuff like that to do a little bit. But I at least want to get the feathers, like the body feathers, all done. So I think I'll go ahead and knock it out. And I don't want him to hear what I'm saying about him. Anyway, you know, because he's not that good. And actually, if you ever seen him golf, you'd say, man, that guy's horrible golfer, too. Just like his creator. How about that? Not very good either, you know. Yeah, like I say, buy your books, you eat the cover. Yeah. Buy your golf balls, and you eat the golf balls, right? Eat the boxes. How about that? Eat the boxes. Whatever. I got 3 more days this week, 2 more days next week, and I'm off the rest of the year. I'm looking forward to that, and I need it. These kids are wearing me out. I ain't talking about my own kids. You know, it's other people's kids, because they didn't spank them, and then they act like you know, something like that. I don't know. It's just whatever. I'm venting a lot, you know. It is. All right, I'll do this much. I want to drink my coffee. And yes, I am drinking coffee. It has some French vanilla creamer in it. It's not bad. It's not good, but it tastes caffeine-y. How about that? Man, I just kept going and going and going. I never touched that. It's cold as could be. It's a. So my daughter had an ice cap finally. How about that? All right, let's get this baby going again. all right. He's all fat down here. You know, it's like he just got done eating something. Who knows? But that's it. He don't look bad. And then I'll have to work out the feet a little bit, which, other than that, I mean, heck, he ain't bad. Just got to figure out what I'm going to do with these toes and the foot, the actual foot. I think I do want to go ahead and work on that a little bit. I might as well. Shove this baby in here a little bit. There we go. Okie dokie. Do I want to have them turned and cut down because I've got plenty of time to work. I mean, I've got plenty of wood to work with to cut these off and have them curled into the log, you know, kind of cut them down. And that's kind of what I'm thinking, but I need to dig them out before I do that. So I'll cut some space on each side of it and start there. So hopefully I don't screw it up too bad. They want me so, you know, like I got them like that right now. I don't know, pigeon-toed maybe. I don't know what to call it, but I'm gonna go ahead and make it so that the toes are curled into a log. So I'm gonna have to make all these the same length, pretty much. That won't be hard, and then zip it off in the front. So I think that I'm gonna call that guy done on the chainsaw carving. I got a lot of burr work to do here. I guess I could dig some out here a little bit. I could do that with the chainsaw, and underneath the foot on these outsides, I could get under them a little bit, and then I'll go ahead and dig the toes out and all that. And yeah, I don't know. I think it'll look all right. I am gonna clean that up a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm done with him on the saw. Not too bad, not too good. Somewhere in the middle. He looks pretty good. Here, I'll pick it up and show him to you. Spin him around, spin around. Not that you haven't seen me go around this thing like 50 times now. And I keep grabbing him and spinning him. But anyway, that's not too bad. The mouth, I leave him thick, but he's looking pretty good. Zach pulled in there his car, and then when I hit his car, chip it with a piece, but beak, all that. So I'll do his eyes and stuff like that after he dries a while. I'll let him dry. But, not too bad. So, hey, Matthew, there he is. Hey, man, I appreciate it, bud. Hey, Land Raver, thank you. Billy, thank you. Heidi, heck yeah. John, what's going on, buddy? Glad to see you. Thank you, Heidi. Heck yeah. Well, I had fun doing it, guys. All right, so look, I'll be back Friday. I might even come in late on Thursday, and I'll tell you why. I just got too many things that people sent that I got to make videos about, and I'm just live streaming all this crap, and they're fine with it. And so I just want to get it all out of the way. So I may come back in late Thursday, like after the land does his thing. But don't forget, we should see Creation Dust 777 tomorrow. Wowie's Workshop. That's what I know of tomorrow. So be sure and check them guys out. And it would be interesting to see what Creation Dust is working on. We haven't seen him for 2 weeks, so that'll be pretty cool. But that's what I got, guys. I appreciate y'all being in here, and thanks for watching. Come back when you can stay later, you schmucks.